Yeah, America.
Yeah, we
America.
don't really have that great of beer. We have great other things else.
Fuck
But,
yeah! Smoke
we
man
can't make
in to
beer.
save the motherfucking day, yeah!
American beer blows.
Yes, it does.
Just like American food, American cars, American literature, American
Hey,
weight.
hey! Watch that American literature.
You forgot American people.
True, true.
See what
Well-
I did there? I offended you.
Especially the American women.
By the way, if that's your American accent there, you were doing a shitty job at it, and you should stop.
No, I think that's just normal Swedish accent.
Yes,
No,
thank you very much.
No, like when he went and did the Texas kind of voice.
Not on purpose, I assure you.
What we're doing is, God damn it, I'm starting to get your accent imposed into my speech. Not intentionally.
Alright,
Not intentionally, but so anyways, just for sake of making sure I caught it, how did you get your screen name of Pink?
Well, my screen name Pink is the one I use when I chat on the IRC. It came to me when I wanted to join the IRC for the first time, and Pinkie Pie has always been my favorite pony, so I decided to type Pink Pony is the best pony. Although I was not smart enough to realize that it did not include spaces.
Ah, so it basically just shortened it to Pink.
Indeed, and then it got stuck because people started calling me it.
Well, I mean, that's a more interesting story than how I got mine. I'm Zach, I'm a man, and I chose a random 4-digit number, so... yeah, a bit more interesting than how I got my name. But anyways, so how would the fandom describe you? Would it describe you as like a brony, a Pegasister, a clopper? I keep saying Pegasister even though it's pretty obvious that you're a man. At least I hope you're a man.
No, I'm female. Clearly.
Phone number,
Well,
GTFO.
if the fandom was to describe me in any way, it would probably describe me as a quite unlikely brony. I love the show and I love parts of the fandom, but I don't know. There's a lot about this community that kind of freaks me out.
I'm assuming you mean my sort of demographics, such as cloppers?
Well, no, cloppers
No.
are fine. I mean,
That's-
they're basically furries, except they watch ponies. But, you know, when I see an R34 pic of fucking Pinkie Pie, I want to destroy things.
Same
She
happens
is
with Fluttershy.
Yes.
Fluttershy and porn don't mix.
Pinkie Pie is... I think she is the only thing that actually has remained clean in my head about this show since I started hanging out with the brony community.
Well, that's kind of fair enough. So, anyways, do you have any hobbies of any kind? Doesn't have to be like brony related, but just any sort of stuff you do.
I play the guitar and I occasionally draw ponies. So,
All right. Do you want us to put like a link to any like sort of DeviantArt page or YouTube channel or whatever in the description of the video?
I guess you could if you want to, but I really don't care.
All right. Well, how do you think others would describe you in 2 to 3 sentences?
As a person or as a brony?
As a person.
As a brony or a person. Let's go with brony for the time being.
A sick and twisted motherfucker.
Okay. How would people describe you as a person?
A sick and twisted motherfucker.
All right.
I guess that covers both.
No, they would probably describe me as a quite impulsive person who does very many stupid things because I'm drunk all the time.
On that Swedish beer.
Beer, whiskey's my favorite.
So,
I'm
I'm
assuming. Well, if you live, I'm assuming
ahead.
you live in Sweden, considering you have Swedish beer and your accent sounds Swedish.
Very true.
All right, so I'm assuming you don't get Jack Daniels over there.
Of course we do.
Oh, you
we
do?
have like every liquor that exists. I mean, we have like
Because it's Sweden.
the best liquor stores in the world.
Because it's Sweden. I mean,
Yeah, the thing is that here the government has a monopoly on alcohol. So, like the government actually controls the stores that sells the liquor, and there aren't that many. So they usually are pretty well stocked, and if there's something they don't have in stock, we can just tell them to order it for us.
Well, that's quite a bit better than our American liquor stores when it's just kind of you have luck of a draw. There could be shit in liquid form, or there could be gold in liquid form.
Yup.
So, anyways, now that we got the crap that we really don't care about out of the way, you already answered the first question. In this next part, unintentionally, who's your favorite pony, and that would be Pinkie Pie.
Yes.
So, what would your favorite episode be?
That is a tough one. I have always, every episode that contains a song is an episode I love. I'm really fond of the first one. Or actually like the second one, so like the second part of the first episode, so to speak.
Alright, I noticed, Fox, you're kind of quiet. You got anything to just add, pitch in here?
Yes, actually.
Alright.
You say that you play guitar. What do you play with the guitar?
Music.
Any type
Good
of
an
music?
answer as any.
Do you play any brony music?
Well, I don't think I do. I mean, occasionally I sit down and I play around with the canon songs just because it's fun, but in general I play a lot of blues.
What about bass cannon songs?
Well, I love like winter wrap up, that kind of songs.
I think my joke either passed over your head or it wasn't funny.
It was probably very boring.
Alright, so, moving on from that semi-awkward silence, what would be your favorite song from the show? I'm gonna make a prediction and say Winter Wrap-Up, because that's pretty much everyone's favorite song show.
No, I don't know. I actually, the one I dig the most is either Giggle at the Ghosties, or the one where she welcomes Cranky to the town, welcome song,
Alright,
The really, really short one.
Yeah, I was expecting you, honestly, to say Winter Wrap-Up, because you've mentioned that you've played around with playing Winter Wrap-Up on the guitar, and stuff like that. So I figured, that's one of the most popular songs of the show, so...
It's a terrific song.
Yeah. Again, no argument there from me, but, so, what is probably your absolute favorite moment of the show, if you could pick just a specific moment?
My favorite moment? Well, obviously it's a Pinkie Pie moment, and I think it's, I don't actually remember what episode it is, but it's in season 1, the Feeling Pinkie Keen one. When Pinkie Pie shows off her pinks.
So basically the whole episode.
Well, no, my favorite part of the episode is actually, I love when she's hooked up to all these machines with Twilight, and she says I feel something. And then her belly starts to rumble, and she's like, that usually means I'm hungry. I don't know, that just cracks me up every time. She's so cute.
Yep.
Yes.
So, now we're going to move on to kind of more like the community side of this, and you probably know there are several parts to the community that kind of make the Brony fandom what it is. So,
yes.
Fox, do you want to take over the questions?
Yes, I would.
All right.
That would be great. Anyway, so, you said you draw. What do you draw mostly?
Well, obviously I draw ponies, but when it comes to what kind of pony I draw, it actually depends on what mood I am in. I started out drawing, the first pony I drew was Rainbow Dash. The second one was Pinkie Pie.
Gotta draw this pony first.
Yeah, I had a pretty strange idea on how to draw in the beginning, because I only used MS Paint and I only used a mouse. And for some reason I got the idea to put a time limit on it. So I put 5 minutes, and if I hadn't finished the picture within 5 minutes, I would delete the whole thing and start again.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how terrible did it end up being?
Pretty terrible. Pretty terrible.
Yeah, MS
But-
Paint plus mouse plus 5-minute time limit. Not a recipe for success.
Well, I can tell you this. It did actually improve quite a lot after a while.
Well, of course, as with anything.
So, I mean,
with
after
practice.
drawing the same over and over again and trying to speed it up, in the end, when I actually sat down and took the time I needed, I was pretty happy with the results.
All right. Do you have any methods besides that?
Methods? Well, usually if you're asking me how I draw, I still use a mouse and I still use freehand. It's like first I draw the picture freehand, and then I use a line tool to just kind of trace what I drew to make it less squiggly, so to speak. But I'm still kind of experimenting to find my way in this thing. I still haven't found a software I really like, and I don't think I've found a technique that I really like either.
Have you ever tried Inkscape?
Nope.
I heard that one's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good about it too, especially when it comes to vectoring.
Vectoring is really good. So,
Yes.
So, while
What-
he seems to be in an awkward silence, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask, what about, like, music? The fan-made music?
No, I listened to some of it. Strangely enough, I have not really gotten into listening to the famous, so to speak, brony musicians like the Living Tombstone and, those kind of guys. I have found one guy who makes music that I think is really cool, that's brony inspired. His name is Gravy, like you put on the mashed potatoes.
As
And
if
he
there's
has,
any other type of gravy.
Exactly. He has one of my favorite songs called Pinkie's Smile. Really dig that one.
is that with
Alright, well,
3 A's too?
You have to give us a link to that, because I've never heard of him before.
Is it gravy or gravy? Like
Gravy.
gravy. All right.
Alright, well,
Uh,
I'm gonna
if
probably
any-
put that in the description for the people who are interested in this.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
Is there any other favorite things you like about the fandom? Maybe fan fiction, blogs?
Well, I have actually when it comes to fanfiction, I am not a big reader in general, but I actually started reading Fallout Equestria, and I mean, after just reading the first few sentences, I was hooked. I mean, I ate that shit up because it's a really, really good fic. Extremely well written. Definitely worth a shot.
Did you play Fallout before? You read
Yes. I love those games. So I think that's a part of it.
Do you have any favorite artists?
Excuse me?
Do you have any favorite artists?
Well, that depends on kind of what kind of pictures you are talking about. I mean, there are indeed like the naughty ones. There are 34 ones, and they have some really good artists there. And then they have some really amazing artists just creating good pony art in general.
Alright, well, how about we just kind of break that up a bit and go, how's kind of your favorite in general? It doesn't have to be, Rule 34.
Well, one of my favorite artists. This is a hard one to choose because normally I just look around for pictures, see the ones I like, and I pick them. But if I am going to have to pick one, I think I'm gonna say Mr. Ponyator.
Good choice. Good choice.
I mean, he makes some really fun flashes, and they're always well made, you know. Unless we are talking like the guys behind Friendship is Witchcraft, and I mean, the whole Epic Pie Time thing. Sorry,
yeah.
mixed together.
Now, you have to excuse if you can hear my chair squeaking. It's kind of old. But what about like Rule 34, kind of a more adult-themed art? What's your favorite artist on that respect?
Brayburn, hands down.
Man, you like Bray Burns too?
Of course, everyone does. He's amazing.
Well, yeah.
Who's
He's like-
Brayburn?
I don't know. Let me link you to a piece of his artwork.
Anyway, while he's doing that,
There you go. Here's a link to his Tumblr.
so would you like to tell us again where we can find your pictures, Pink?
Well, if you would like to find my pictures, I can be found on DeviantArt under the name Jello Ponies.
Jello ponies, like Jello,
Yes.
that Bill Cosby likes?
Exactly.
Okay,
I'll drop a link for you.
thank you.
Here you go. Have fun with that.
This isn't
Alright,
too
I
bad.
think
The way you
I think
made it
that
sound-
would be it. Go
yeah,
ahead.
DJ Pink Thing. I like that. That's funny.
Yeah, I like that pic. Fair warning though, there is one R34 picture in my gallery, so you know, if you're not into that kind of shit, you should probably stay clear of that one.
Well, considering I know who Brayburned is, yeah, but anyways, on to the next question. Let me just click through. All right. So do you have like any sort of art in the works at the moment? Anything you're working on at the moment?
Well, the thing is this, the instant I realized I could draw something that even resembles cannon ponies, other people started realizing it too, so I was surprised at how eager people are to push you into drawing their OCs. I have like, I think 10 requests waiting for people to say like, draw this, draw that, but the latest picture I'm working on is just a troll pic. I'm going to draw a pony that has been hanged, and I'm going to type hung like a horse because I'm a troll,
I get it.
and I think that's funny.
So do I. Believe me, you're not the only one with a grim sense of humor. I find that funny.
Good.
You know, I always say, I find it ironic that I'm also a brony because now I'm hung like a horse both ways. So anyways, after that, we're gonna wrap this up pretty much. So we're gonna do for our last little thing, a little idea that me and Silver Skies dreamed up. So Fox, you're probably not gonna be familiar with this. We're gonna do a little segment called Interview the Interviewers, where you guessed it, you get to interview the interviewers. Feel free to ask us both 2 questions on whatever topic you want, on any sort of on any end of the spectrum. It doesn't have to be ponies. It doesn't have to be not ponies. It can just be whatever.
Well, one thing I'm actually kind of curious about is, how the heck did you get into running this radio show thing for bronies? Anyway.
Funny story, it actually started as a Reddit post on MLP Lounge. Basically, Silver Skies had this idea, and he asked people that would be willing to help out with him, and so I left a comment saying I'd probably be able to do it. I Skyped with them a couple times, and then here I am. I've already interviewed you, my friends, and there's already a 3rd interview up on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
So yeah, Fox, anything you'd like to add to that? Because you've been quiet again.
Well, mostly, it was Silver Sky's idea. He kind of came up with it a while ago, when we had a different group trying to get together, but that one failed, so he came up with a really great idea to interview bronies that aren't that well known in the fandom. So
Fair enough. I do not think I will ever be well known, and I don't think that's what I strive for either. So, thank you for taking the time.
You also have a second question if you can think of a second thing to ask.
Oh, I have a second question indeed.
All right.
What I've been wondering over actually is because, in all honesty, I don't know that much about you at all, except what I've seen from the IRC from Fox here. So I was actually wondering, like, do you do anything other pony-related stuff except, this show that you're doing right now?
Well, I frequently post on various pony sites. Usually in the comments section. I'm not much of an artist, nor am I much of a musician, nor am I much of a singer, nor am I much of anything talented. Yeah, I can. I can come up with some pretty good ideas. I like dubstep. Basically one of the other pony related things that I do is I kind of have been thinking about like designing pony t-shirts. Not using my art because my art consists of stick figures with pony heads.
Fair enough.
But
even though that would probably make a pretty hilarious t-shirt.
Yeah, that might. I might do that actually. But I've been considering just like asking people, "Hey, you want a pony t-shirt?" and then just sketching up a quick design. All I've got so far is a custom-made Rainbow Dash t-shirt. Has her with sunglasses. On the top it says ponies, on the bottom it says deal with it, and that's kind of how I announced to the world I was a brony. Or
cool.
a shirt with Rainbow Dash saying ponies, deal with it.
Excellent.
So, how about you, Fox?
well, I don't really do that much. Like Zach said, I mostly do comments. Once in a while, I would post a image macro on Derpy Brew. But I am working on a show, probably by myself, on... I'll probably get it. So, be on the watch for that show.
All right.
Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, I think that's one of the most amazing things about this fandom. Like, that's actually one of the things I do like about this fandom is that it seems to bring out so much creativity in so many people. I mean... There has been people I talked to that haven't... I mean, me, for example, I have never drawn anything in my life until I decided to start drawing ponies. And I think a lot of people are like that. It just brings out a lot of creative people and gives them a chance to strut their stuff, so to speak.
Well, yeah, there's people all over the world who do just amazing pony stuff. You got the musical artists, you got like Omnipony and Alex S. and Living Tombstone, Eurobeat Brony. You got amazing artists, like again, like Brayburned and pretty much every other pony artist who can do good stuff. You've got...
Indeed.
Yeah, you've got... Shit, I can't think of anymore. But you got all these amazing people who make all this amazing stuff. And just to think, this all comes from initially what was like some post saying, now that My Little Pony has been revived by Hasbro, that means creator-driven television is shit. The fact that this entire fandom came out of that one negative review just boggles my mind.
Yeah, I think it's amazing, truly. I mean, I hang a lot on the Canternet IRC server. And you get a chance to meet a lot of creative people there and a lot of really good people who just enjoy the show and enjoy the fandom.
Yeah, again, Fox, you seem to not like talking of your own initiative, so anything else to add?
I agree, and I think this is the point of the show, is to show all these different types of people that are in this fandom of how great they are.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yep. I mean, just the fact alone that they've embraced the brony fandom, which a lot of people would find creepy. a lot of people do find creepy. The fact that the company that made the show itself embraces them.
Yeah, a lot of good fan service, definitely.
Yep. However, I also saw a little comic kind of poking fun at that, saying, like, there was Hasbro. There are these new group of bronies. They're grown men who like our television show, My Little Pony. Let's see. Average allowance of a 6-year-old girl, $2 a week. Average salary of the middle-class working brony, about, I'm just gonna say $60,000 annually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and, advertise to the people who have more money.
Yeah, I mean, both for Hasbro and for the fucking fans. I mean, when I look at eBay and I see these plushies going away for insane prices, I realize, like,
And then,
people are making good money out of this.
Yeah, and then there's, like, the things where, even, like, if Lauren Faust were to just sketch a picture of the main six onto just, like, a piece of, loose leaf paper
Napkin.
and autographed it, it could sell on eBay for, like, $100,000 instantly.
Exactly.
It could
Insane.
be even a napkin with maybe a few stains, and it'll still sell pretty highly.
A used tampon with, Lauren Faust's blood.
Okay. Okay.
That is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, but people would pay for it.
Some people would probably do it, yeah.
There's gonna be those people in every fandom.
True that.
Hey, people bought that Lyra.
No, that's true.
Yeah, people did buy that Lyra.
Yeah, that's creepy.
They
I
bought
thought it
the
was
hell
really
out of that
funny.
Lyra.
I thought it was really funny that people found a lot of uses for it. Like, have you seen all the drawings, like hand warmers? And
Oh yeah, indeed.
Cup holder.
I think I would use it as a place to store my beer.
gosh,
Beer holder. Beer cozy.
Exactly.
That actually would... But then again, with the way it's positioned, just kind of lifting up a Lyra plushie to your face.
And drinking from her
with-
bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, that might not look the greatest from the front or from any angle that doesn't show the beer inside.
No, that's the hilarious part.
Yep.
I think my favorite would be using Lyra as a quiver to shoot arrows from.
Poor Lyra. Yeah, so many uses for something that was initially designed with one purpose.
That's how the world works.
Yep. And you know, I find it kind of ironic that on a completely random tangent that I just thought of for no reason, it's not even related to ponies, but I find it ironic that the guy who invented the electric chair died of electrocution.
That is pretty hilarious.
Yep.
I heard the guy who invented the Lyra plushie died from... Nah, shut up.
Sexual
I can't think
exhaustion?
of anything.
Sexual exhaustion.
Probably. That makes sense. I actually want to take, if I can, since I am in fact on the Canternet IRC a lot, like a fucking lot, there is a channel that people should visit because that's probably one of the most fucked up places on Canternet. It's called the Derp After Dark, and I recommend it strongly.
Never heard of it, and I've been on IRC for quite a while. Is it new?
Well, no, I think it's existed for a couple of months. It's the 5th biggest channel on the network, and it's actually pretty hilarious. People there are crazy.
Is it like B?
DERP After Dark. Derp. Yup.
Would you say it's like B?
No, not that fucked up. Although I don't think it's far away.
Would it be like Grimdark level of fucked up?
Sometimes. I mean, it all depends on the people you meet. So, I mean, there's bronies in there, and there's
I mean-
all kinds of. Bronies.
I mean, there's like the Grimdark where Celestia shits in Luna's mouth, and then they slice up in their servants' necks and bathe in their blood. Kind of fucked up level. So, I mean, yeah.
I think the thing is that there are no real strict rules as to what you can do in there, so
Yeah.
that's where a lot of the fucked up people end up, and it's
That
pretty
is,
hilarious to see.
That is pure anarchy right there.
Indeed.
A show about colorful, pastel-colored ponies for 6-year-olds ends up being about the rulers of those ponies shitting on each other and slitting open the throats of their servants to bathe in their blood.
Sounds like
Yep.
a interesting fanfic right there.
There actually was a fanfic like that. I'll see if I can find it.
Well, are you still recording?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do one hell of a lot of editing to try to shrink this down to 15 minutes.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yes. Well, make sure you put this in here. Tell where people can email us to get interviews or have questions.
Yeah, I better wrap this thing up because I don't want to do any more editing than I have to do. So basically, I'm gonna try to rush this out, and I'm probably gonna retard my English. So thanks for watching or listening or whatever you want to call it, and check the description of the video for relevant links. Feel free to slam that like button like it's vodka on a Saturday night, and leave a comment below. That was Pink, or as his real name is shown on Skype, Daniel.
Yup.
So if you ever come into contact with them ever, make sure to quarantine them immediately. Say hi to them. So if you want to come on the show yourself, email us at equestrianvoicecrew@gmail.com. Crew, note, is spelled CRUE for whatever reason. We won't accept interviewers that apply through the comments section, YouTube PM, the Tumblr comment section, or anything else. And remember that to be on the show, you don't have to be a gaggle of 100 mind. You have to have. You don't. English retard. You don't have to have a gaggle of 100 mindless numbskulls shouting your praise to be on. It's all by chance, and by that we mean whoever smells the best will get on.
Wow, you picked the wrong guy.
So yeah, that's it for the show, and we'll see you guys whenever we see you next.
All right. See you. Bye.
Awesome.